students, today we'll go for the electrochemistry chapter for the standard 12th. So first of all we should know what is the meaning of electrochemistry. This is the chemistry which is related to the electricity. Means when we study about the electrochemistry, it is related to two parts, that is either by using electrical energy we can convert into chemical energy, or by using chemical energy we can convert it into electrical energy. So the electrochemistry is the part which is related to chemical change with respect to the electricity. And when we go for the electrochemistry, first of all we should know some terms. First is what is the meaning of conductor, and we know if I am telling about the conductor, that indicates that the substance which can conduct electricity, that is the part of electric conductor. And this conductor are how many parts? These conductors are two parts. One is that is metallic conductor, or it is also called as electronic conductor. Another is your electrolyte. So one is metallic conductor, another is your electrolyte. So we should first go for what is the difference between the metallic conductor and electrolyte. So first of all, what is the meaning of electrolyte? The electrolyte is the substance which can conduct electricity in its molten or solution form. For example, if you take sodium chloride and you are taking the sodium chloride in the solid state, it is unable to conduct electricity. But if you make it into solution form, on heating it converted into molten state, then it is able to conduct electricity. Then we can say NaCl is one of the electrolyte. So the electrolyte are how many types? It is two types. That is one is your strong electrolyte and another is your weak electrolyte. And we'll discuss this part on later. So first of all, we'll go for what is the meaning of metallic conductor or electronic conductor. We know all the metals are good conductor of electricity. And in addition to the metal, also one of the non-metal, that is your graphite, is also a good conductor of electricity. Although graphite is not a metal, but it is a part of electronic conductor. Why? Because if I am telling about the electronic conductor, that is the conduction capacity of a substance is due to the flow of electrons. So if you take any metal or if you take the graphite, the flow of electricity is due to the flow of electrons, then we can say they are the metallic or electronic conductor. And if I am telling about the electronic conductor, then there will be no chemical change of the metal when electricity passes. For example, let's say you are taking the copper wire and the electricity is passing through the copper wire, and after passing the electricity through the copper wire, you cannot get any chemical change of the copper wire. So for that reason I can say there is no chemical change when the electricity passes through the metals or the graphite. So the second point I told, there is no chemical change. First point I told, in the metallic conductor, the current flow due to the flow of electrons. Next is the third point. The flow of electricity in the metallic conductor is inversely proportional to temperature. Why? Because we know as the metals are malleable, on increasing temperature, its length increases. And we know the resistance is directly proportional to length of conductor. And if the resistance increases, that indicates the flow of electricity decreases. And if the temperature increases, then the metal, let's say I am taking this is the length of the metal, and if I increase the temperature, then due to the malleability nature, the metal length will be increases. And when the metal length will be increases, the resistance will be increases. As a result, the flow of electricity decreases. And for that reason, we can say temperature is inversely proportional to flow of electricity for the metallic conductor. Now, we'll go for what is the meaning of electrolyte. I told electrolyte means the substance which can conduct electricity in its molten or solution form. And again I told it is how many types? It is two types. One is a strong electrolyte, another is a weak electrolyte. Now I told about the electrolyte. Let's say I am taking one of the electrolyte is sodium carbonate solution. And this sodium carbonate solution I want to put inside a container. Here I am putting the sodium carbonate solution, Na2CO3 solution, and I am putting the two electrode here. And this two electrode is connected with outer sources current. As it is connected with the outer sources current, and I am just connecting one of the bulb here, you can observe there is the flow of electricity because the bulbs start to give the light. And why is it? Because there is the flow of current. And if I want to observe this, we know the current can flow if the circuit is a closed circuit. And here the circuit is closed due to the presence of sodium carbonate solution. That indicates the sodium carbonate solution can conduct electricity. But how the sodium carbonate conduct electricity? Because when you take the sodium carbonate solution, on passing the electricity, it starts to ionize, gives 2 Na plus CO3 2 minus. So it gets the ion. As it forms the ion, and this ion help to the flow of electricity. So what is the first difference between the metallic conductor and electrolyte? In the electrolyte, the flow of current is due to the flow of ions. This is the Na plus and CO3 2 minus are the ions help to the flow of electricity. Now this is the Na plus ion, and this ion wants to move towards the negative electrode, and similarly the carbonate ion wants to move to the positive electrode. Let's say I am telling about the positive electrode. Let the carbonate ion start to move. This is CO3 2 minus. So that is the movement of ion. As the movement of ion is there, so it is a part of electrolytic conduction. This carbonate ion at the positive electrode, near the positive electrode, is converted to carbon dioxide with release of oxygen. So if you want to balance, this is half O2 and release 2 electron. And this electron is passes to the metal, then metal undergoes metallic conductor. Now as the ion movement is here, so this is the electrolyte. Same thing will be for the negative electrode. So now what will be happen here? The migration of ion and the migration of electron are with different velocity. We know electron mass is very less in comparison to the ion mass, and for that reason ions require long time or more time for the migration, and for that reason flow of electricity in the electrolyte is less in comparison to flow of electricity inside a metallic conductor. Another point is that we know in the case of metallic conductor the temperature is inversely proportional to the flow of electricity, but here the temperature is directly proportional to flow of electricity. Why? Because if I want to give more temperature, then the sodium carbonate can be ionized more and you can get the more number of ions. And if you get the more number of ions, then we can generate if we will get more number of ions, then the flow of electricity inside will be more. Then I can say in the case of electrolyte, the temperature is directly proportional to flow of electricity. So this is I told for the metallic conductor and electrolytic conductor. Now